الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
A'udhu billah min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hello my dear brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today we want to talk about the person that cannot do prostration, cannot reach to the ground. What should he do when he wants to pray? In this case, he should bow as far as he can, and maybe put a desk in front of him and put the turba on that desk, or maybe a pillow, so he can do the act as far as he can. But if he cannot bow at all, he should do the act of sajdah while sitting, and again maybe put a desk in front of him and do bowing. And if he even cannot do that, he should take the turba and put it on his forehead with his hand without any bowing. If you accidentally and unintentionally add one sajdah in one rak'ah of your prayer, it is okay, it is forgiven. But if you unintentionally forgot to do one sajdah in the one rak'ah of your prayer, and you stand up, you start the next rak'ah, if you haven't reached to ruku', you have to sit back, sit down, do your missed prostration, do your missed sajdah, and again stand up and then do your ruku'. But if you already reached to the ruku', because you have started the next fundamental element of your prayer, it is not necessary, and you shouldn't break the fundamental element to redo the missed one. So what you have to do is redo the missed sajdah after the prayer, and then do a kind of prostration for error. It's a thing that Muslims do when they missed like a sajdah or tashahhud. After the prayer, you have to redo the missed part, and then you have to do 2 prostrations. Again, sit back, do tashahhud and salam, and then finish your prayer. We call this prostration for error or for oversight. This was in the case that the person unintentionally added or missed one sajdah. But if someone unintentionally or intentionally added 2 prostrations in one rak'ah, and it means the person doing 4 prostrations in one rak'ah, in this case the prayer is void and he has to redo the whole prayer, because 2 prostrations is another fundamental element added to the prayer, and adding a fundamental prayer intentionally or unintentionally makes the prayer void. One last thing, there are 4 chapters and 4 surahs in Noble Quran that they include a verse that when you read them or when you hear them, you have to do a prostration immediately. Those chapters and those surahs are Surah Sajdah, Fussalat, Najm, and Surah Alaq. These 4 surahs of Noble Quran, there are 4 verses in them that when you hear them, you have to do a prostration immediately. So, if you forgot to do the prostration at the time, you have to do it whenever you remembered. If you heard the verses being recited on air and it was live, like on TV or radio, you have to do prostration too, because it's live and someone's reading and reciting the verse and you're hearing it. One last thing is, among all those rules we talked about a prostration in daily prayer, the only thing you have to keep in this kind of prostration is you cannot put your forehead on something eatable or wearable. This is the only thing you have to keep, and it's like the daily prayer prostration. But in this case, this one is the only thing you have to attend. Other circumstances and other elements are not necessary. It's not even necessary for you to say a dhikr, even though it is recommended. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.